Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Thank you for coming back for another day of Tesla analysis. Today we will take a look at technical analysis and see whether or not Tesla could continue its bull run into Friday or possibly Monday morning. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's my estimate for Q4 delivery. We're looking at about 280,000 vehicles delivered for the total of 907,000, almost 500 vehicles delivered for the year. So this is obviously well above 750,000 vehicles goal of 50% year-over-year increase. I am thinking that Tesla could get to above that number. I think even at 280, it is a very conservative number. If you look at Q3 and Q4 of 2020, Tesla jumped about 40,000 vehicles within the quarter. And then this year with the expansion of Shanghai, as well as a little bit of production out of Austin and Berlin, another 40,000 increase here seems to be very conservative. So realistically, Tesla would be probably looking at about 290,000 vehicles to 300,000 vehicles. But I also want to err on the conservative side because I do think that 907,000 vehicles is a phenomenal number. If Tesla could get this to above 925, that would be awesome. Don't mind too much about the individual bucket here. Only because I'm using Hyperchart numbers for the allocation of S and X and 3 and Y, and it is not always accurate to reality because Tesla usually just report the two categories in lump sum. So I'm looking more or less at the overall trend, right? So S and X last quarter is about 9,200. I'm conservatively estimating about 10,000 of the two models combined. I think this is low. It's probably a little bit more, but I also don't think that it will change significantly from the last quarter. It's probably tracking a little bit higher than this, but once again, I'm reviewing it from a conservative level because this number goes into my financial model at the bottom here, which I will go into detail in another video. So I want to be conservative to see what the numbers would look like, and I can tell you that the numbers look really good even at 907,000 vehicles delivered. So we start with the daily chart today. Tesla gapped down, opened at 1060, which was quite a bit from the close of yesterday, which was at around 1086. And it proceeded to close the gap and went positive for a few dollars earlier today. The 50 days SMA is right now at 1055. So this morning, Tesla did touch 50 days SMA and bounced off of it. Despite the bullish price action for today, which was closing the gap, the volume was only 49%, and we have a little bit less than 2 hours left in the trading day. So I'm expecting around 70% volume toward the end of the day, which is a low volume day. So overall, Tesla still look pretty bullish based on the price action for today. I also drew the bull flag on the daily here for you guys to see. And I have the upper end of the bull flag at 1117, which happens to be the previous high for the last few days. It is now a very strong resistance should Tesla gets back there. And I have the lower end of the bull flag is at 1032, which means that if Tesla, for whatever reason, falls below 1032, the bull flag is canceled. The first price target, according to this daily bull flag, would be 1209, and the second price target would be 1305. Note that we have an all-time high of 1243, so which means that if Tesla ever reaches its second price target for the daily bull flag, that would be a new all-time high. Currently, this looks pretty ambitious for Tesla to get there, considering that we have potentially delivery result coming out over the weekend, which could lead to a sell-off on Monday. So here's the hourly chart. The pivot points for tomorrow would be on the upper end 1101, which is lower than today's upper pivot point at 1105. The middle pivot point is at 1077, and the bottom pivot point right now is at 1033, which is right around the lower end of my bull flag. So tomorrow will be an interesting day because it is the day before the weekend that Tesla would be announcing quarterly result for delivery. It is also the last day of the year, and so I'm hoping that there would be some more optimism kick in. The market overall has been turning bullish and it has been squeezing into tomorrow. So from a macroeconomic standpoint, I think tomorrow would be overall a bullish day for the stock market, and I'm hoping that Tesla would follow, given that Tesla above everybody else has a very good reason to be optimistic about the stock price in the short term. However, the market does what it wants to do, so we need to be prepared for all possible scenarios. So on this hourly chart, you can see here Tesla has been consolidating for 1, 2, 3, 4 days. With today, it dipped down to retouch 50 days SMA. As I mentioned, all stock, once it's pulled away from 50 days SMA, it will try to retest 50 days SMA, and that was the case today. But it also bounced off of 50 days SMA, which tells me that Tesla still has its bullish momentum. Right now, the previous high was roughly around 1117. So Tesla's sole job right now is to go back to 1117 and hold that level. Then and only then it could fire off into the next resistance, which is 1145, and potentially the next resistance above that, which is 1189. So today is December 30th, and tomorrow is December 31st. If all goes well, tomorrow should be the day that Tesla would run, and then Monday morning Tesla would run within the first few minutes and then sell off. That is the probability for me if I were to trade Tesla. However, this means that Tesla only have tomorrow, according to my thesis, to run bullish. If it does not run bullish tomorrow, I would not hold any call option into Monday. Only because without volatility, theta would be eating into the premium value, and that could not be good. Keep in mind that for premium right now, it has a built-in volatility for Monday. So if you enter a call option and plan to take it off before Monday, I think that's a much wiser option than if you were to wait until Monday and take it off. Because if Monday Tesla does not go according to plan, you could lose a substantial amount of money, because now volatility is gone and Tesla moves to the opposite direction of your call option, right? So it could be a dangerous move holding call options until Monday, but it depends on your strike and your expiration date that you have to plan accordingly. Let's take a look at some option possibilities here. So if I'm looking at January 7th, then I know this does not give us a whole lot of time for expiration, but my anticipation is that Friday we will see a big move. So if that is the anticipation, then we could probably be more profitable if we choose a short expiration date. If the expectation is that Tesla would run in the next week or so, then I would pick a couple of weeks out, right? So right now, I'm looking at January 7th, let's say 1100 for a strike price. You're looking at about $3,000 in premium. The reason that is so expensive because it built in volatility for Monday. If you are looking at just tomorrow expiration, for 1100, the premium is substantially different. It is only about $500 to $515. So you have $2,500 extra to buy an extra week and to have the built-in volatility on Monday with delivery result coming out over the weekend. So let's go back to January 7th here, and if you look at $1,100, it is right now around $3,000. It is also about $15 or actually $17 out of the money. So if Tesla makes a run Friday morning, you will probably get to your strike price pretty quickly. And if you look at chart, and if you're looking at 1117 as the upper end of the bull flag, and if Tesla gets there within one candle, you could probably be very profitable with the option that is purchased on a relatively low volume, low volatility day. Now, if Tesla for some reason get to 1145 tomorrow, which once again, if the market becomes optimistic about Q4 delivery result as well as 2021 delivery result, or if there's any hint whatsoever on social media about how wonderful this year would be for Tesla, Tesla could fire off pretty violently and it could get to 1145. And at 1100 strike price for January 7th, that could also be a very profitable trade. Once again, this trade is contingent upon a violent run tomorrow. If tomorrow it does not run and it is lurking around 1080 or so, just like today, another flat day, then we have to take off that trade and then we have to reevaluate over the weekend. Back to the hourly chart here, RSI looks pretty normal, not oversold or overbought, so it is fine. There's no major divergence that I can see here. It is still in consolidation range. So in a normal world, without having any news coming up, I would say that Tesla is still preparing for a bull run, and it could happen in the next few days. Tesla could still consolidate for the next several days before firing off. But we know that we have Monday being a day that Tesla could potentially sell off, at least for a short amount of time, if not for the entire day. It is very hard for me to know what Tesla will do tomorrow. The rational deduction based off of that would be a move going up violently tomorrow. So that is what I'm planning for. If you're looking at the weekly chart, this is the weekly candle for this week with one more day left to go, and it is extremely bullish. It is a bullish continuation when Tesla is just making a slight indecision candle right here on the weekly. Tesla could still end the week in the 1100 and would make a continuation candle. The only time when I would be skeptical about this candle being a continuation candle is if Tesla ends the week around 1065 or below, then that would be very much like a failed rocket launch, and that could have ramification into next week where Tesla could move back down. But for right now, this candle is a bullish continuation. For an analysis for next week, we'll have to see what kind of delivery result Tesla will come out with, what kind of how that fare in comparison to analyst expectation in order to anticipate its move. Regardless of how good the number is, I think there will still be a little bit of a sell-off before Tesla figure out what it wants to do. So I have to wait until after Monday to reassess the possibility of a continued bullish run. But as of right now, the chart looks really good, and news aside, this looks to be primed for the next run into next week. Going back to the half an hour chart here, just so we can see the price action a little bit more. Tesla is just now losing the middle pivot point. It is trading at around 1081 right now with a support at 1078. So I hope that it would stop at 1078, because if it does go back down and retrace all the way near 50 days SMA again, then the candle won't look as good for the day. So for me to enter a call option, it has to hold 1078, and it cannot go below, I want to say 1060 or 1065, right? So there's a narrow range that it could end the day in order for me to feel that the call tomorrow is still viable. Otherwise, I would wait for tomorrow when Tesla moved down below 1078 a little bit before entering. So going back to the daily chart here, right now we see a wick here, which is a rejection when Tesla get back to 1095. Hopefully it could end the day anywhere between now and 1095. So anywhere in the 1087, for example, would be a really good candle. But if not, I certainly hope that Tesla won't move all the way back down to below 1060, because that would be a failed rocket launch. For right now, the bull flag is still intact on a daily level. Once again, the low end of that bull flag is 1032. So we still have a lot of hope here for tomorrow's run. I would consider taking off my trade before Monday. Unless you have 3 to 4 months out, then you could probably hold through Monday. I do think that after the delivery announcement on Monday, Tesla will pick a direction, and then we can continue to pick up. After volatility has been relieved, then we probably would have a better opportunity with a better premium at that time. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for paying attention thus far, and I hope that you find the information helpful. Comment down below if you have any questions and would like to answer. Other than that, good luck to all of the Tesla investors out there, and we will see what tomorrow will bring. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.